Hey y'all. Just getting situated here. Hold up. Hold up. Got to get my angles right so I don't see too much of the background in the wall. All right. There we go. Hey y'all. How's it going? I see we got a couple folks here, maybe one or two here waiting in the room for me to go live. And when I'm live right now. I'm right here, 100%. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of chill for a second, see what's going on. Okay. All right, here we go. Move this. Can't move it, so I gotta keep it where it is. All right. Let me just welcome everybody. Hello. Welcome to the chat. All right, so anybody who's out there, we're going to hang out for just a second, see if some other folks will pop in the control room here while we're getting situated. I'm arcieoracola, by the way, in case you're new here. Probably you're not, but just in case, my name is arcieoracola, A-R-C-I-E, not R-C. Yes, and I am a entertainer in Austin, Texas, and this is my show called the OraCola. Hey, pun on my name. Woo woo. So, what you got to do is put your question in the chat and tell me what oracle you would like to use, because I'm the OraCola. I will be doing oracles this evening. I got a few for you to choose from. You can check them down in the description below. I will just go through them briefly. So we have the traditional stuff. We got the tarot, which is my own deck that I made myself and has been with me through all of my OraCola shows. I used to do this on public access, but not anymore. Yeah, and I got, what else? Where's my other oracles? Where'd they go? Oh, yeah. Okay. Got the magic 8-ball, which we have decided is the magic hate ball. Hey, Googaloo, how's it going? And yeah, so if you got a question for the magic hate ball, I can do that one. We got the old essential oil deck. So if you want to know how to smell or what kind of like spirits from the plant world you want to get in touch with, this is the one to go with. We got the newest one, which is, I think, a favorite, a fan favorite. This is the Pornacle. So you just pick a number between 1 and 755, and I will show you the picture that is in here, and it will be a naughty picture of some type, and it will somehow pertain to your question. Not sure how it works. I just channel what the universe tells me. Okay, and then, of course, because it's a very difficult time, we always got to do some self-care. So there's the old hat of self-care. Very simple, the hat of self-care. And yeah, just tell me what kind of self-care you should be looking into, and I will draw a slip of paper out of the hat of self-care, and it will have a self-care thing for you to do. All right, what else we got here? I think the next one is the revelation. Okay, so we are in the end times. I don't think none of us is going to disagree about that. But yes, if you would like to use the Revelation Oracle, it's a little bit more complex than the other oracles. You have to give me first, when you ask your question, and then automatically give me a number between 1 and 22. 1 and 22. That's what you do. And then when I see your question and I see that it's the Revelation Oracle, I will go to whatever chapter that is that you picked. And then I will tell you how many verses is in that chapter because it varies. There's different verses for each chapter. So I will give you another number. I'll say it out loud. You will have to type it into the chat. This is the part that's hard for y'all, but just bear with me. It always bears good fruit. So type in a number between whatever range I give you, and then I will give you the Revelation Oracle, which, because we're in the end times, is probably the most accurate oracle that you can get. But, all of them have merit, and oracles are more about just you getting in touch with yourself. And that's really the whole purpose of the oracle. So, hi, PNG. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. I feel like tonight might be a more intimate experience. I don't know. The energies are swirling that way. Of course, if we have a lot of folks watching that are not like participating, that's fine. We don't mind. We are just going to be here all together. We're going to put our energy into this thing and just let it be. So I'm going to adjust my thing. I feel like it's a little bit too low. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Better? All right. So we have not started our whole thing with our usual whatever. So let's do that right now. So normally we will do a little bit of a welcoming to the universe just to invite them into the space. And let's see here. Where's my lighter here? Oh, there it is. Had a self-care, was hiding it. Okay. So first thing we always do, we burn some sacred wood. We burn a little bit of this sacred wood, which is a really nice smell. And we just kind of like put that smoke up into the atmosphere. And we invite the universe into our home while at the same time getting rid of the dog smell or whatever smell you got. Yeah, breathe it in. Yes, so we're going to invite that universe energy into our space. It's always here, but we're just going to kind of like concentrate it a little bit. Just think about a little vortex, a little funnel over your head that's just like bringing in all that energy. And yeah. All right, so we got that going on. And then, of course, we ring the bell for service. Just make sure that the universe heard us in case they didn't smell us. And then, after we've done that, we're just going to take a little deep breath. Breathe in all that good, sweet smelling wood. Release it. Just kind of let that vibration from the bell ring forward, out, just rippling out. All right, so I think we're ready. Oh, always got to do this while it's here because I bought it. This is my witch spray, which is the Rich Bitch Witch Spray. Rich Bitch Witch Spray. Say that fast. Witch Bitch Witch Spray. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we're going to pray that over me just for good vibes and monetary enhancement. If you would like to enhance my monetary account, then you can do so by contributing to Venmo or PayPal, arcieocola, arciecola. Remember what I said, not RC, arciecola. And yes, I would accept any donations that you would send my way, any tips, any like contributions, any kind of thing, whatever you want to call it. I will accept it on behalf of the universe because that's what I'm here to do for y'all tonight. Not only am I here to entertain you, I'm here to try to extort money out of you. So that's how it works here on the OraCola. Anywho, so who's got a question? I know we got a really small crowd tonight, so y'all are going to get a lot of shit answered. Hey, lucky you. Your lucky day. So just go ahead and fire away, y'all. Fire away. Let's see. Let me check in with the chat. Goog said, you should run a pirate. You know what? I would be on the air if someone had that shit already set up, but I am not inclined to create that kind of thing. Besides, it's going to be so hard to figure out all of the equipment and the electricity and how you're going to keep it going when the man has so many ways to shut you down now. There's just like, I guess you could go old school, but who's got a radio? Nobody has a radio anymore. Nobody will see that shit. So I don't know. Maybe in a few months. All right. Okay. Oh, hi, Patrick. Hello. Welcome to the show. All right. Will my Bitcoin increase in value? Magic 8 Ball. Oh, my God. I don't know if you're ready for this. Couldn't resist, y'all. All right. Well, she's been bitchy lately. Y'all know. All y'all that know are going to know. All right. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Outlook, not so good. That is the actual answer that oh my God, she's letting you see it. How many weeks has it been since the Magic 8 Ball has actually allowed its ass to be shown? How many times? None. I think it's been, I can't even tell y'all when it's been. All right, well, I don't take that as an excellent omen. However, the Magic 8 Ball is very snarky, so you could maybe keep the hope alive and just assume that the Magic 8 Ball is just trolling you and being a bitch because it can. Yeah, so anyway, good luck with that. I'm not invested in no cryptocurrencies or NFGs or none of that shit. I'm still old school in that I have just kind of been stuck on having actual money, and then a bank account is the next step. And so you get used to going to the bank to get your money and then you can spend it. But now you got credit cards, which is like digital money. And I've been used to that for a long time. Debit card, same thing, digital money. Comes out of an imaginary kitty, although the kitty is real. It's a real kitty. You can pet that kitty if you want to. You just got to go to the bank to do it. And then now we got all that Venmo, PayPal shit I was just talking about, which is a kind of a different animal because you cannot go to the PayPal kitty and stroke it and get your money. No, that only can go to another place that either distributes the digital money or will deposit the digital money and let you go there and stroke it in person. But stroking the money in person is becoming a rare thing. And yes, I am not invested in none of that shit. I don't know how to understand it. I feel like I'm going to regress. If anything, I'm going to go back to just straight barter or cocksucking or whatever it takes to make it. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, I hope it works out for you. Oh, a tarot reading for our 401ks. I don't need to give you a reading for that. I feel like if you're a smart person, you know pretty much what's up with that whole shenanigan. But I'll throw down a card because why not? I got nothing else to do for the next 46 minutes. I'm going to be here with y'all. So let's get this shit done. Oh, colorful beads. Colorful beads. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Okay. Oh, little thing come off here. Let's get this cut. Another shuffle. 401ks are, oh, look, it's the sun. So it seems like those are going to be okay. Or if they're not okay, it's going to be okay no matter what. So if you got a 401k, I would say look on the bright side. You have the money now. And now that you know that shit's weird because it's been very weird for at least the last 2 years, longer, I'll get to that at some point. But yes, it's a little weird. Might be growing the money in there, but maybe you should consider taking that 401k out early if it's substantial enough to even bother with, and investing that money into something like, I don't know, land or guns or seeds or farm equipment or, some kind of bunker somewhere. I would just go with the positive. You've got this money. You know it's there. You can use it however you like. If you sit on it, it could work out, but it could not. So think on the bright side. So there's your answer. Oh, all right. So that got a little political, just a bit. I hope y'all are doing this September 8th. I forgot to say what the date was, I think, at the top. Usually I do that. Not that it matters because it's on the YouTube description, but I guess if you can't read, it's worth something. Anybody else got a question? Please drop it in that chat. Drop it in the chat. I don't think I have any questions on the internet. I checked earlier. Looks like, well, maybe. Oh, we did get one. Hi. So from Megatex, who usually writes one in on the Instagram or Facebook or whatever, says, is America going to make it through this? Tarot. All right, Megatex. It's probably good that I answered that question right after the last one because, honestly, things are weird. They're weird. It's not that we didn't recognize that it was going to be weird at some point because the signs was all there. Come on. I've been talking about this shit for fucking ever. Almost as long as AJ, who was another conspiracy person here in town who happens to have a lot more money and is a lot more flamboyant than I am, which is saying a fucking lot. But yes. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the last couple of years now, maybe not couple, but it's coming up. It's coming up on that. We're about a year and a half into the crazy. It's just getting really, it's going there in a way that I was not prepared to expect, but I kind of expected it. So it's not the craziest thing in the world for me. So it's like not that maladjusted, but it's still fucked up, if you know what I mean. So, but I don't know how America's going to come out. I feel like we're living in the decline of the American civilization. It's been on a long decline for a while, and now it's just like the slope has gotten a little bit steeper. So we're just kind of sliding down, and this is the natural way of things. I don't think we need to get freaked out about it so much, except that we should be freaked out. So, all right, so answer for you is, this one. Oh, the world. Okay, so it's going to be all right, y'all. You've been asking me some doom and gloom questions, a couple of them that I was just like, whew, it's rough. But you know what? The world card means that it's going to be okay. Ultimately, it's going to be okay. It might not be that the United States stays alive in the same way that it's currently alive, because obviously that is not working out. But it does mean that somehow we, the people, figure it out at some point and make it a better place to be. So I think that's the answer. I think we cannot know if that's going to happen tomorrow. Of course, it won't happen tomorrow. But is that 10 years from now? Is that 20 years? Is that 100 years from now? How long is it going to take to work through the bullshit? How long do we need to face our shadow and box with it before we figure shit out and move in a different direction? That I cannot answer, but we'll figure it out. So there's your answer, Megatex. Thanks for always giving me a question on the Instagram. Gives me something to do in the show. Oh, we got some questions here. PNG, hello. It will be my oldest niece's birthday on Friday, and I want to give her a birthday reading from you, Tarot. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, Australia. I cannot even with that shit. Like, this is why when the good cards come up, it takes me a second to accept that that's the universe's message, because right now we're facing some darkness. There is a lot of darkness, and there's no way around it. And I don't even know what to say, except that I'm glad that it's not here yet. And I hope it never gets here. But the fact that it's happening in Australia, which in my mind was always kind of like us, but like in another place, I don't even know. I don't even know. In Canada's like right there. It's like right there. It's like squatting on us. It could take a dump anytime. And yes, it might be dumping its shitty laws upon us at some point. So Australia's just having all kind of crazy draconian lockdown laws. Like, they're arresting people for going outside of their house. Like, they can only be within a certain few square miles, and they can't leave. And there's crazy shit happening in Australia. I can't even go into it. It's just like the kind of shit that you think, oh, that only happened way back then. It could never happen now. Well, it's happening now. So, yeah. It's a little bit wild down there in the down under. Okay, so question, oldest niece. Sorry, back to the happy thing. Congratulations on your niece's birthday. All right. Tarot. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is a good one. So, Wheel of Fortune is always about like change, being on the precipice of a new thing. So you're just like climb that hill, and you're looking over that valley, and you see the path before you. It's well trodden, or it's not, or it's just interesting, or it's different, or it's what you want. Like, you're there, and you're like, okay, it's going to change. The terrain is going to be different. I was going uphill before. Now I'm going to be going downhill. There might be different trees. There might be different animals. There might be a whole different scene, if you get what I mean. But ultimately, it's a change, and it has to happen because you're on the path, right? So I feel like that's a great card. It means that there's some big changes coming up. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. It's going to have to happen, and that's what life is. So welcome to the world, niece. Hey. Okay. Back to the chats. What's happening? Oh. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I mean, as far as the phone app thing goes, I'm kind of like, do I need the phone? Do I really need it? Like, I know I could get a landline still here. It would be expensive, but would it be more expensive? Really? Because I pay a lot for my phone, and I hardly use it. And I only have a smartphone because it's basically the only kind of phone that you can have with any kind of like utility these days if you're going to be in that world. And that's the thing. To get out of that world, you have to give up a lot. And I was very late to the whole cell phone, smartphone thing. I was extremely late. I had a landline for, I can't remember, till at least 4 or 5 years ago. It's when I had a landline still. And I had a smartphone. I think I got my first one, which is like a little Nokia, like burner phone. I think it was in, I want to say 2013, but I don't know that for sure. It was around that time, which is like way after folks had an actual phone that you could use, that you could take with you. And that was just one of them ones that you could have to like type in extra letters to spell shit out. It was like text only. And then my first smartphone I got 6 years ago. So yeah, I'm very, very late to the whole smartphone game, and I do not have any patience for it. And I resent that I have to pay a lot of money for it because I hardly ever use it. And yeah, I might just get rid of mine. But yeah, that's what they're doing in Australia. Huh. Oh my God. Yes, change is good. 100% PNG. Change is excellent, especially if you're a young person and you are here to explore as much. I mean, it's good for all of us, right? But some of us who are a little bit older, we're like, I don't necessarily want to change. Oh, it's too hard. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know. The whole thing. It's horrible. It's the worst thing ever. Who else has a question? Who else has a question? Because we got 35 more minutes here in the show. Oh, I think I had a Pornacle up there. Let me check. Oh, yes. 401. Why is my friend so flaky? Oh, okay. So, Pornacle, page 401, or image 401, I should say. Kind of like a image bank. Ooh. Well, the answer is your friend is always so late because they have found some better things to do. That's the short answer right there. They found some folks that they could have parties with that weren't you. So yeah, they are delayed a bit. They will come around. I would say if they do, that you might want to refrain from participating in the same activities as them until you could at least like wash things off. And it don't mean that they don't got no diseases, but at least if you wash it off, it's probably going to cut down the risk, if you know what I mean. Oh, all right. Revelations 24:1. Okay. For PNG. Revelations 24:1. And this is a health-related issue. Okay. Oh, I think Revelations only goes to 22. I think you might be a little bit confused. It's between 1 and 22. So you got to pick a different one. I'll hold off there for a second. I bet, yeah. Hopefully it's powdered in flea powder. Yeah. Woo! Let me scroll up here and make sure that I did not miss any questions. I think I got them all. Y'all tell me if I didn't get it right, but I think I got them all so far. Oh, 9 and 3. Okay, so Revelation chapter 9. Oh my God. 9 verse 3. Okay. And there came out of the smoke a locust upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. Okay. All right. So locusts are going to come out and they're going to have the same power as the scorpions. As far as your health goes, I don't know what exactly that could mean. However, it could be interpreted in several ways. It could mean that there was a health issue that come up that was different and serious or mild, and then it just kind of was not a thing. And then this new thing will come up. It's a little different. It'll be either mild or strong. You don't know, but it's different. It's a different kind of thing. However, you could also look at the fact that scorpions are stingy. They're not nice things to have around. And honestly, locusts are not either. However, they destroy in different ways. The scorpion's going to sting you. It's going to be poisonous. The locust is going to like eat your crops and like make you starve. So I don't know. There's a lot of ways that can go, but there's your answer, and good luck with that. Oh my goodness. Wait. Okay, I had another question. Magic hate ball. Okay, will my husband pretty please get me another glass of wine? We don't need to ask the hate ball about that because I can tell you right now the answer is fuck yes. Make him get up and get that shit for you because you deserve it. But let's see what this bitch says. All right. Oh, come on. Oh my God, it's upside down. Trying so hard. No. Don't do it. Come back, baby. No! It sailed away before I could read it. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, come on. Come on, bitch. Maybe this side will be better. What do y'all think? Do this side. There's nothing going on here. You know what? By this time, they could have walked to the kitchen, poured you a glass, scratched their ass, blew their nose, ate a few chips, and then come back to you. And I'm still shaking this bitch, trying to get her to say something. All right, well, I guess that's the answer. The magic hate ball says no. I'm not even answering that question. It's stupid. It's a stupid question. Why are you asking me that shit? Cut to the chase, get to the real bullshit, or leave me the fuck alone. That's the magic hate ball. Oh my God. She's such a bitch. Oh my God. All right. Tea time is requested, so we will get to some tea. I know y'all like tea time because it means that I'm going to say something horrible that is going to get me in trouble someday. But whatever, I'll do it. Survey said, oh, this one's not bad. Okay. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the best angle to do this. I think that'll work. Yes. Dessert/food mass production factories. Okay. This is obviously a YouTube one. If you are not familiar with this genre of YouTube videos, then I highly recommend you stomp on that shit as soon as this broadcast is over, because it is going to take you down a rabbit hole that you never knew you needed, never knew you wanted, but that fulfills you so much. Like, I cannot tell you what happened the first time I saw a full automated, like, here's how we make a cake and put it in a package from start to finish. Girl, I was so shook. I was just like having ASMR reactions the whole time because it's taking me back to them Sesame Street. I know that's like trademark, but whatever. Them children's shows that were on the public television station, not public access is different, but like the publicly funded TV station here in the United States that had these little tours and went to like factories, and they'd show you just like a tiny snippet of how it was to make that shit back then. And you were just like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, I would love to see more of that, but it was never enough. They know how to give you like those longings, because I feel like that's how they get their factory workers. They put them like weird little videos of like how cool it is to be there on the on the TV when you're a little kid, and then you're like, I want to work there at the crayon factory. And yeah, so whatever. But that is so satisfying. And it's non-political. I feel like everybody across the political spectrum can be excited about shit getting made, especially shit you can eat. So I recommend just looking up automation, like food factory, how we make the cake or how we make this thing or what. You could just like go crazy, but it's so fucking fun to watch. Yes. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're about 25 minutes away from the end of the show. We're about halfway through. I'm going to just double check and make sure we don't have no more questions on the internet. And I don't think we do, but I'm just going to double check. And nope. Nope. I don't think so. All right. Survey says it's up to y'all to tell me what you want to hear about, because we have 24 more minutes in the show and I have many oracles in front of me, and you have the floor because there's only like one or two of you watching right now, and that is fine with me. As long as you tell me what you want to hear about, I will be here for you. So, what's it going to be, y'all? What's it going to be? How to self-care. Hey, Goog. If I take every Wednesday off for the rest of the year, what should I spend it doing? Well, besides watching the OraCola, you should do this other thing. Okay, Wednesdays. Oh, that one's a new one. Smell something good. That's fun. So yeah, every Wednesday, if you do take the Wednesdays off, like you are, I guess, thinking about doing, Wednesday should be a celebration of yourself. Like you should just sniff things that you like all day. You should have the body wash and the lotion and the shampoo and the like linen spray and the I don't know, the foods you like to smell, and what else? Yeah, anything you like to smell, even if it's something that other people don't like to smell. Like if you got a certain fetish about a certain thing that doesn't smell good to most people but smells real good to you, maybe Wednesday you should do it. That's the answer. So smell good things. Okay, how to self-care. Okay, that was the last one. Oh, I didn't put my bookmark back in my Revelations. Not that it's hard to find. It's the very last book in the Bible. So, oh my God, y'all, it's crazy. Since it's like a smell question before, let's just like shuffle that essential oil deck. See what kind of scent comes up. What do you think? You're welcome, Goog. You're welcome. Let's see. What should we do here? What smell should we smell? All right. What's that essential oil gonna be? Oh, astrology is okay. So astrology right now is just kind of like we're in the midst of a very tense time, and things are going to be tense. And I could like get the stuff together, but you should just Google it because I cannot explain it as good as other people. But the main gist of the astrology is that through September, we're going to be in continually tense times, kind of like the same repeat of August. October, things are going to break open a little bit. Late December into October, like September into late September into October. So kind of like go by the moon phases. So right now we're in the middle of this tense. Think about a trampoline. It's kind of pulled tight, you know, and occasionally something will fall on it and it'll bounce. It'll bounce and it'll bounce. But then as we move into October, that bounce is going to get bigger, and then springs are going to stretch more, and then eventually there's going to be some busted springs. Yeah. So think about it like that. Right now, it's very tense energy. So yeah, no, it is, and that's because all of the planets, the outer planets, are all retrograde. So there's a little bit holding us back. Like there's forward momentum. Like the inner planets are moving a steady clip. Like Venus, the inner planets, if you don't know, are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, and not in that order. I think Jupiter comes before Saturn. But yes, all of those are considered like the personal inner, like more planets. And then the outer planets are the ones that we didn't discover until we got telescopes that could look that far. So there's the Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. I don't know. Did I just fuck that up? I'm very new to astrology. It might be actually that Saturn is considered outer. So I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but there's a definite definition between like outer and inner. And I know for sure that the outer planets are retrograde. And then I know that Jupiter and Saturn are also retrograde. And I feel like they might be personal planets, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, there's just like this tension between the two. These are going backwards, these are going forwards, and it's like, and it's going to be that way for a bit, but certain things are going to bounce on that trampoline. And it's just going to be those bounces that cause things to happen. So there's going to be some bigger bounces toward the end of September, into October. Just be prepared for that. Right now, there's some little bounces, but nothing that's going to like be totally cray. So, yeah, you can look it up, but you would have to study. Like, honestly, it's more about in late September into October. That's when it's going to be tough. It's not necessarily going to be right now. But don't quote me on that. Everybody's chart's different. Oh, no. I mean, there will be a big event, of course. There's always a big event, but I cannot predict it because I don't know the future, in case you all didn't know. All right. Oh, chamomile. That's a good one. So as far as we were like going back before we got into the astrology, we got the Roman chamomile as our scent, but it's also good to like have that in tea to calm you down, to kind of like level you out. It's just a good herb flower to have around. So chamomile, that is a thing. And it smells real nice. It smells real sweet and clean and kind of like refreshing. So yeah, chamomile. That's the energy we want to go with as far as smell. Yeah, get you some chamomile tea and like steep it and then maybe either drink it or just like use it as a face wash. Yeah, a little bit, kind of like. Depends on the chamomile. You know, like everything, there is a harvest season. There's a season in each continent, in each region of each continent. So it's different. Always smells different. Oh, yeah. Chamomile's good. It's good for you. Oh, we got about 16 more minutes left in the show. Should I do another tea? What do y'all think? Let's see what we got going on. Oh, yeah, September 11th is going to be fucked up. Seriously, it's the 20th anniversary. There's going to be some weirdness going on. 100%. Okay. Oh, let's see. Here we go, y'all. Y'all like the tea? Oh, this one's a fun one. Okay, y'all going to thank me for this. So this is a recent YouTube obsession that I found. Mendota Ranch. And it's Mendota Ranch. So this is a ranch in the panhandle of Texas, like kind of northeast of Amarillo. It's in Canadian or near Canadian, I think is the town. Anyway, fascinating shit. So this is a ranch that not only has cows and horses, used to be like a horse breeding farm, and it has a bunch of cows, but it also has a bunch of deer. And people will go on the ranch. It's like a hunting ranch. It's like all the ranchers in Texas have had to diversify. So there's this ranch up there that's been in this family for a while, and they are running cows and having the shooting thing going on, and then also just doing their ranchy things. They're ranchy people. They're ranching it out. But the very interesting thing about this is that they also do cloning and genetics on their ranch. So these are country boys. They're doing their shit. They're cowboys. They got dogs. They got horses. They're like roping and shit. It's like the rodeo out there. But they also happen to clone things, which means they have a setup. It's not super, I mean, it's sophisticated enough to do it, obviously, but it's not super sophisticated. It's like out in the shed somewhere where they like harvest eggs from mares or donor, whatever, and then they like suck out the DNA, and then they like insert the DNA of the other thing that they have frozen because it's something that's dead or something that died. Obviously, it's just like the DNA of that thing, and they put it in that egg cell after they sucked out the other DNA, and then they shock it. They do whatever magic they do to make clones, and then they implant them into surrogate whatever's horses, cows, whatever, deer, whatever they got running there doing their thing. And they got a full-ass cloning operation out there. And I'm like, this good old boy in his barndominium is running some cloning shit. it's happening. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? Obviously, they got a lot of money. In fact, they must, because they have helicopters. Like, they like manage their shit with helicopters in addition to horses. Like, they're super modern-day cowboys. And oh my God, the one main person that's the host, I guess, which is like the owner of the ranch. He's just like this good old boy who's like super fit, total cowboy, apparently knows genetic engineering because that's what he's been doing in addition to his ranching for a while. And then, yeah, he runs the shit. So I highly recommend the Mendota Ranch channel on YouTube because it will blow your fucking mind. Yes, blow your fucking mind. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I don't even know how or what is going on with these folks. I guess it's just normal. Like, they're wealthy ranchers, and of course they want to diversify and be on the cutting edge of whatever. And yeah, they have a genetic engineering lab on their fucking ranch. Hey, and it's on YouTube. Hey, and you can watch it. Hey. Oh my God. Yeah, so that is my latest. I highly recommend it. Please. What I missed some here. What's this going on here? Book club. Oh yeah. So this is not fiction. This is actual reality. Like they're cloning, like they have patents on cloning shit. Like they've cloned deers and other rare species. They're trying to bring back this rare horse. Like they've got a lot of side projects going on, but ultimately they're ranchers. So they get up at 5 in the morning. They work their cows and their dogs and their horses, and they fix fences, and they like do the ranchy shit. But they also have a genetic engineering lab on their ranch. Oh my God. Have you had any more adventures in the produce department? Produce department? I don't remember what I was talking about. If I talked about the produce department, I have not purchased any peaches since I bought that one peach. In fact, that is the only peach I've purchased this year. And it was a good peach. And I feel like I was at the point of peachiness and seasonness where if I had gotten another one, I would have been disappointed. So I just decided to quit while I was ahead. Well, it wasn't the best peach I ever ate. It was a damn good peach. And I'll be taking a damn good peach over any shitty peach any day. Any day. Yeah, cloning's kind of weird. It's weird. And that's the thing about cloning that's weird is that you don't get the exact copy. That's the thing. You do not get an exact copy of the thing you're trying to clone. The DNA is the same, but there's environmental and epigenetic and all kind of other weird factors that come into play that make that thing that comes out not only look different, they always look different. The colors are never the same, but personality-wise can be a little different. So, yeah, I don't know that there's any advantage to cloning, except I guess if you wanted to keep alive a certain bloodline or a certain species or something. But yeah, it just seems like a lot of fussing around for shit you don't need to mess with. But that's just my opinion. So, hey, have fun cloning, y'all. Oh yeah, the Fredericksburg peach. Yes. No, I'm sorry. I've not purchased any more peaches, and I told you why. But I have been eating watermelons, which I love this time of year because, especially this time of year, is kind of like the end of watermelon season. So if you can get a few good watermelons under your belt, that'll kind of sustain you through the rough times. I know that some folks are not into watermelons, but I happen to think they are one of the best things on the earth. 100%. I stand by it. Oh my God, we have 8 minutes left. If y'all have a question for the universe, now is your time. I know we've had just the 2 or 3 of you watching. Anyone else watching, of course, I love you too. But those of y'all participating in the chat, I love you a little bit more because you're keeping me going. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love watermelon. It's so good. Cloning. I don't know if cloning fucks with the astral plane. I feel like, we're on a certain level of existence here on Earth. We're in a certain bandwidth of whatever. We're in a certain dimension, however you want to explain it. So whatever's going on here is just going to happen. If there's cloning happening that we need to have going on to make us feel like we understand the universe better, even if it's a circuitous route to get there, I don't know. I feel like it's all part of the playground. It's all part of the whatever we need to do. We got 6 minutes left. Oh, Revelations for my dog, chapter 8, verse 9. Book of Revelations, chapter 8, verse 9. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died. And the third part of the ships were destroyed. Okay, so as far as your dog goes, I would say don't let him go to the ocean. I would keep him out of the Gulf or the sea or whatever. Maybe even keep him out of the lake. There's a lot of bad algae this time of year, a lot of bad protozoans. You never know what could happen. So I would just say keep your pet out of bodies of water because it might not be a good thing to do right now. I'm not saying forever. I'm just saying maybe right now when it's 100 degrees and there's like crazy algae and like protozoa and all that shit. So, yeah. Oh, maybe that's why twins always seem soulless. I don't think twins seem soulless. I've met a lot of very lovely twins who are very differentiated from their twins. So I think that's fake news. And I don't appreciate nobody spreading no fake news on my channel. Oh. Oh, how is Apollo and the neighbor's dog? Okay, so it is quiet. I'll tell you. Oh, she hates water. I love it. That's cute. Okay, so last week after the show, like, I don't know, Friday, Saturday, whatever, I happened to go outside when the upstairs neighbor, one of them, there's two I've learned, come down with the two dogs. And one of them was on the leash and one was not. They was kind of rooting around out front, and then the neighbor was just smoking a cigarette. And I was like, oh, hi, how's it going? And he's like, hey. I was like, I just wanted to let you know while you're here that I think your dogs is knocking over their water bowls or they're peeing out on that balcony. And so maybe you might want to check on them a little bit more often than you've been doing. And also, they cry a lot. So I don't know what's going on, but maybe you should check on them some more. And he was just like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I'll do something. I'll figure it out. Whatever. And I was just like real nice about it. I was like, okay, that's great. I even scratched one of the dogs. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I also see that you're walking them off leash. And my dog happens to be very reactive. And so it would really be helpful if you could just keep them on leash when you take them out, because in case my dog comes out at the same time, I don't want there to be no trouble. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Would it make you feel better if I took my dogs out on the leash? I was like, yes, it would. Yes, please take your dogs out on the leash. He's like, okay, all right, thanks. And that was it. I went inside. And I've heard the dogs, but it has been remarkably different from the last week. Now, I don't want to curse myself. I don't want to bring out like negative energies that have been like sequestered for whatever reason, but I feel like being nice about it and just telling them what I saw was like, hey, if they're peeing on my patio, I can't be out there. I can't have nothing out there, that kind of shit. I feel like letting them know what was affecting me might have helped. So we'll see. I will say that whoever that person is has had a full-on ratchet-ass old wooden desk strapped to the back of his pickup truck for the last week. It has not moved. Like, it's some old broken-ass desk. He has to have his tailgate down for it to fit, and it's like literally strapped in his pickup truck. It has not moved in a week. So I don't know what's going on up there, but at least the dogs are not pissing or dropping their water on my patio as much as they was. So, hey, win for me. Yeah, it's his truck desk, except it's sideways. So it's sideways, and there's parts of it that's busted up. Like some of the shelves are fucked up. Like, it's a fucked up desk. It looks like he dragged it out of the dump. And it's just like strapped to his truck. And I don't know what's happening. But yeah. That's the answer with the dogs. Yeah, I don't know. This is the thing. When you live in low-income housing, you just got to take what you get. That's the way it goes. So, y'all, it's been an hour. I am so happy that the 2 or 3 of y'all that stuck with it did the whole time because, it's rough being out here when there's just a few people, but I do appreciate y'all so much, and I do love y'all. And if you would like to tell your friends to join us next time, then you know how to do it. Just share the links. You can also rewatch the show if you would like, or send them a link to the show because it will be posted on YouTube pretty much like right away after. And yes, you can also comment on the show. You can like the show. You can do a lot of things to help spread the word. I am an old fart from public access television, which meant that I had to go actually to the TV station, or we had to rent a camera from the TV station to film the show. Me doing this on a laptop from my computer at my house is so weird, but I'm so happy to have the privilege to do it while I can before the man shuts it down. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. And I will see you next week. Bye, y'all.